All right, guys, welcome to day 10 of Anomaly sequence. Today, a little bit of a different setting. Today, I'm going to be going over just a quick check-in one more time, like what we do every single week at the end of the week. Kind of preparing you guys for next week as well, what next week will look like in terms of classes, subjects, and what we're doing. Apologies for the background. I hope that you guys can hear me well enough. I will be editing this in post, so hopefully there's some sort of vocal isolation that I can implement here. But I hope that you guys, I'm going over a couple of the stuff that you dropped in the comments on the last video of logic when it comes to premises and your inferences, all these type of things, your XY values. I think that's super important. So if you haven't done that yet, please revisit that. Day 10, what we want to be doing is just checking in again. Overall, my job in this sequence as well is to make sure that you guys are pretty much learning as much as possible. But also at the same time, also understanding the current market conditions and allowing that to kind of build upon yourself, your experiences, and making sure that you're making more better, rational, thought out decisions, right? At the end of the day, even if you're not trading, like this week for me, I can go over it. I'll be going over it in day 11. I'll be going over it. I'll be showcasing pretty much the trade that I got pretty much at the start of this week of the date of this recording. And other than that, I got nothing, right? So see today as another way of self-reflecting, asking yourself how this process has been so far, making sure that when you are self-reflecting on your entire journey so far, that you are somewhat also not being biased to yourself. That's the most important aspect, in my opinion, is that you don't want to hold some sort of chin up because you believe that you were better off or can be better off, right? Just be super critical, rational with yourself, and realistic. I think that's the most important thing that we want to be doing here is keep your realism at like an all-time high. um, Many of you want to be jumping into technicals way too quickly. Many of you are just fiending over, oh, Max, when are you going to be talking about BPRs, shift zones, order blocks, all that good stuff? And I'm like, we will get there. I will be able to provide that information to you, but those are quick lessons. Those are quick information. That information is already out there 9 out of 10 times. So what I want to be providing is just the fact that you need to understand yourself, to reflect within yourself, right? Look back at last week, look back at the last 2 weeks. So we did 10 days of anomaly sequence. Ask yourself in that period of time, when you reach this video, no matter when you're watching it, in the first 10 days that you've watched this, day 1, day 2, day 3, even if you're all watching in one day, preferably you're watching this live with me. In that case, also my recommendation is watching it day by day. Ask yourself how the last 2 weeks have felt on the markets regardless. Are you getting more clarity from yourself? Are you able to ask yourself critical questions to kind of put these premises together, kind of create these new synapses between your thought process and give yourself a lot more rest, right? We talked a lot about that in the last video, that many people want freedom. They want this, what I'm kind of showcasing here is that I can be everywhere, but I also know that I prefer being behind my setup. I execute best when I am behind my setup, when I do have everything in control with myself, and when I am, let's say, performing at my peak performance is when I've got everything in control. So that will be all my external factors, such as time zones, such as sleep schedule, such as my routine, my management, my screens. I've only got my laptop here now. And for me, I already find that very difficult, right, to execute accurately in that case. So ask yourself those things as well. What you're trying to achieve with it. Many of you want freedom. They want that location freedom, that financial freedom, sure, but you're not willing to realize that when you have that you've got to grasp it, right? At the end of the day, I see many of you also in the Beacon and the Free Discord, all that good stuff, being way too active behind charts when there's nothing. And we talked a little bit about that. And I hope that these videos, the anomaly sequence especially, is something that can give you that clarity, give you that confidence to sit on your hands a lot more because that is the realistic side of trading. It's being mundane, bland for a long period of time. If your strategy doesn't provide an edge, if that doesn't, let's say, necessarily showcase itself, showcase its hands, then there's nothing to chase, right? You are not here to catch every move. You just need to catch the moves that you are planned to get, the ones that you are expected to get. So all of that, I hope that that makes sense. It's a very, very short lesson today. I will obviously next week we're going to go a little bit deeper into technicals again, go a little bit deeper into logic as well. And aside from that, I really hope that you guys are finding clarity, that you guys are finding a lot of rest in what we're doing as well. So yeah, I hope that you're having a blast so far. And let me know in the comments a topic that you want me to cover next week, just straight off the bat when it comes to psychology, right? Whether it's over trading, fear of trading, um, like either or. There's a kind of, I want to root this into, let's say, a beginning of this clarity, this mental check, everything that goes beyond the charts. So let me know in the comments which topic on trading psychology you want me to cover, and we'll slowly, bit by bit, go into that next week.